Ahlan bikum. Welcome back to Qasid Online. This is Ayub Palmer, and I'm an Arabic instructor for Qasid Arabic Institute. This is the 8th video in our Arabic letters series, and we'll be learning about the Dhaal and the Damma, the short vowel Damma. You can take out your writing worksheet and follow along with this video if you wish. For those who don't have the worksheets that accompany this video series, please fill out the form at the end of the video and Qasid will have them sent to you. Let's get started. So here we have our objectives. Again, for this lesson, we have 4 objectives. And our first objective is to pronounce the Dhaal. Now I'm going to write the Dhaal as a DH. But of course, that's just an approximation for how the Dhaal is actually pronounced in Arabic. And we call the letter Dhaal. That's the name of the letter. And the second thing we're going to discuss in this lesson is the Damma. The Damma. This is a short vowel. If you remember the Kasra, then this is another short vowel that you're going to learn, and it's called the Damma. So our second goal of this lesson is to recognize the Dhaal and the Damma when we see them in a word. Our third objective is to write the Dhaal, and the short vowel Damma correctly. So we're going to write the Dhaal, and remember the Arabic letters have 4 main positions. And the Dhaal has, just like the Dal, if you remember the Dal, it has 2 forms out of the 4 positions. So that's important to remember. And it looks a lot like the Dal in the previous lesson that we covered. The short vowel Damma is a short vowel like the short vowel Kasra that we discussed earlier. However, this Damma, it actually, if we pretend this circle is a letter, then the Damma is going to look like a little wow that sits atop the letter, as opposed to the Kasra, which sat below the letter. This will become clearer as we move on. Now, our fourth objective for today is to write the Dhaal and the Damma in a word, and the word that we're using for today is dhubab, which is the Arabic word for fly. Dhubab. Okay, let's look at our alphabet chart. And before we look at the alphabet chart, we're just going to discuss the sounds that we're learning today, which are not too difficult. So the Dhaal is like the TH. Now we discussed how the TH can have 2 sounds. One sound is like the TH in thing, like the tha. The TH as in thing. And that's like the tha. And we covered the tha before. So this is not the TH that we're talking about. It's the TH in the word the. It's this TH that we're talking about. And since we have this letter combination and this sound in English, it shouldn't be too difficult. Our second letter that we're going to discuss, actually it's a short vowel, is called the Damma. Now this circle here of dots is supposed to represent a letter. So any given letter might have this little, it's a little wow that sits on top of the letter. And this has an oo sound, as in the word do. oo, oo. This is the sound that the Damma makes, oo. And it's half the length of the wow, which is ooh. So it's ooh, as opposed to the long vowel wow, which is ooh. So the Damma here is half the length of the long vowel. And hopefully you are seeing a pattern here, because in Arabic we have 3 long vowels and 3 short vowels, and they correspond to each other. So the vowel system in Arabic is very simple, and that's a good thing, because the vowel system in English is really complicated compared to Arabic. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at the alphabet here. And here we have our letter Dhaal. Again, we're moving in this direction. And the Dhaal here is after the Dal. And our short vowel here is the Damma. So this is the Dhaal and the Damma. Okay, let's look at the Dhaal in its different positions. Okay, so again we have 4 positions, but the Dhaal will only have 2 forms out of the 4 positions. So the first position is the independent position, and the Dhaal looks just like the Dal but with a dot on top. So that's pretty easy. The initial position is the Dhaal, again looks the same, with a dot on the form that looks like the Dal. And then in the medial position, the Dhaal looks like this. Again, connecting here to a letter before it, and it does not connect to a letter after it. And the final position, which looks just the same. Okay? Connects here, does not connect here. So again, we can see that these two are both look the same, and these two again both look the same, just like the Dal that we discussed in the previous video. Now let's look at the Dhaal with the Damma. So the Dhaal is the th sound, but when we add the Damma, it's gonna have a short oo. So when we combine the two, it's dhu. So here we're gonna say, in the initial position, independent position, we have the Dhaal. Now we write the Damma on top as a little wow on top of the letter, and it looks like that. And in the initial position, the Dhaal again looks the same, and we put a little wow on top. And then in the third position, medial position, it looks like this, and it will have a little Damma on top. And in the fourth position, again looks the same. It'll look like that. That's how we say. And these are all pronounced like this. Dhu. Dhu. Again, we're using a U here, but it might actually be better to write it like this. Again, because we use the EW. Dhu. Dhu. I'm going to cross this out and put EW. That's a bit better, I think. Okay, so now let's write this letter together. Okay, I'm going to change my color. So we're writing the Dhaal now, and we're going to write it in the independent position. Again, it looks just like the Dal, but just sits on top of the line. Like this. Dal sits on top of the line. And again, we start here and go down this way, and then we complete this way. and then we write our dot. So we're going to write it like this. Dhaal, like that. Now, in the initial position, again, it looks the same. When it comes at the beginning of a word, for example, it'll look like that. Dhaal. Again, look like that. Again, it'll look like that. Remember, the dhaal doesn't connect to what comes after it, okay? But it will connect to what comes before it. So in the medial position, we're going to connect from a letter, and then we're going to come up and complete our dhaal. Okay? Connects here, but does not connect here. Again, let's connect up and do our dhaal. This is, again, the medial and the final position. Okay, up here, and put our dhaal. It looks just like that. Okay, again, connects here, but does not connect here. So, let's write the dhaal with a Damma. Okay, so in first position and second position, because they look the same, we're going to have, again here, this is dhaal with Damma. So the dhaal and the initial and the independent positions looks like this, and then we write our little wow on top. And this has the sound dhu. Again, let's do it again. Dhaal with a Damma is dhu, as opposed to dhu, which would be dhaal and wow. Okay, and that would be written like this. I'm going to write this over on the side here. Dhaal and wow. That would be dhu. But this is not what we're doing today. We're doing dhaal and Damma. Dhu. Now, in the medial and in the final positions, again, we connect, and then we write it like this. Again, it's dhu. Connect. Write our dhaal, and then write our Damma on top. Dhu. Again, one more time. Write our dhaal, and write our Damma on top. Dhu. Great. Okay, let's put these together to write a word. And I'm gonna switch my color here. So the word that we want to write is this word, dhubab, which means fly. So let's just recap our different positions. So 1 and 2 look like this, and 3 and 4 look like this. Okay, and if we write a Damma on top, it's going to look like that. Write a Damma on top, it'll look like that. Okay, so in our word dhubab, we have the dhaal, we hear the dhu, not dhu as with a long vowel, but a short u sound. Dhu, dhubab. So that's not going to be dhaal wow. See, that it would be a mistake if we did this. Dhubab. That would be a mistake, because it's too long, and this is where a lot of students of Arabic make mistakes with the short and the long vowel. So it's a short vowel, not a long vowel. So we're going to, let's erase that. Okay. Come back. So instead, we're going to write, it's going to be a, and again, if we have our representative of letter and our Damma, Dhu. Now you hear a ba sound, a ba. Dhubab. And that's a ba. And now does the ba connect to the dhal? And remember, the dhal doesn't connect to what comes after it. So this has to be an initial ba, because the alif that comes next connects. So we have the ba here. And again, this is this here. Just to remember that. And now the alif, dhubab. You hear that long alif, dhubab. So that a sound, long vowel alif, is going to connect to what comes before it. But again, it doesn't connect to what comes after it. And then we're going to have a final ba in the independent position, dhubab. You hear that ba at the end. Because the ba cannot connect to the alif, because the alif does not connect to what comes after it, we have to write the ba in the initial position. So this is 3, this one is 2, and this one is 1. Okay, so let's write this now all together. We have dhubab, and that means, this is dhubab, and it means fly, housefly. Great, let's write it a few times. Gonna change my color. Okay, again, we're writing the word dhubab, and let's write it together. Dhaal with our Damma, alif, ba, alif, ba. Let's write it one more time. Dhaal with Damma, ba, alif, ba. Dhubab. One more time. Dhaal with a Damma, ba, alif, ba. Dhubab. There you go. Okay, let's recap what we've done so far. So the letter Dhaal, here, the letter Dhaal, in Arabic is like the letter combination TH, as in the word the in English. Not the TH as in the word thing. Remember, that's the tha, which is a letter we covered already. Now the short vowel, Damma, makes a sound like the EW in the word do. So it's an oo sound. And remember, it is half the length of the long vowel, Damma. Excuse me, not Damma, but long vowel, wow. Okay? And the letter Dhaal connects to letters that come before it, but not letters that come after it. Like the alif and the waw and the dal. All of these letters, they connect to letters that come before, but do not connect to letters that come after. So in the third position, the Dhaal will look like this. It connects here, but it does not connect here. Now, the short vowel Damma is written above a given letter as a tiny wow. So, for example, here we have the Dhaal, and then we write it like this. Now, the Damma can be written above any letter. So, for example, previous letters we've had, like the Dal, would be this, do. Or the Ta would be tu. Or the Tha would be thu, etc. Now let's look at the homework. So please download the writing worksheet that goes along with this writing video and practice the Dhaal and the Damma by yourself. And make sure to upload your homework to the course webpage. And also don't forget the reading worksheet and reading and pronunciation worksheet, in which you get to practice pronouncing the Dhaal and the Damma together in words. However, if you don't have our worksheets and you would like to get a hold of our entire set of writing worksheets that go along with this video tutorial, please see the instructions at the end of this video or in the text blurb below. Thanks so much. إلى اللقاء.